Let's see here. Is this? Let's see if this works here. I don't know. How do I put this so I can have you guys here and there? All right. What? To remove that thing from the back. This camera is kind of weird now. I think it's a little dirty. I don't think it's working. Oh, there's 3 people here. This is so funny. Hi, everyone. Go on YouTube and see my live there at the same time. I don't know if you can, but this is kind of funny. It's working. Yay. All right. So the camera looks so weird. Like my camera is dirty. I have like a 4K camera, but and wow, I feel like so professional right now. Can you hear me good? Oh, it's saying warning, your connection is unstable. No, it's not, liar. Oh, I have 7 people on there and 6 people here. Wow, I have like a total of 10 people for 15 years of work. What's up? 15 years of slavery on social media, and I have 7 people here and 7 people there. What's up? I feel like a baller, you know? The 7 gang. All right, let's see here. I look a lot better on TikTok, I would say. I think they have better camera quality there, but also the camera I have is dirty. So 4K, what's up? Um, hey, how come I can't see all of the comments? Oh, there. So, okay, make sure you guys comment. I don't know how this works, so I'm just gonna talk. It feels like there's ring light on the side. Oh, this is so funny. I'm so silly. Anyways, this is my first live on YouTube, so yeah, just hang in there with me. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm gonna start going live on YouTube more, I think, because TikTok is not showing me the love, as much as YouTube maybe. So I'm gonna check it out. But then also I'm gonna start posting a lot of videos on YouTube. So I want to see how that works. Yo, why do I look so weird on YouTube? I feel like I'm going through like a Mandela effect, Like I look like completely different. Oh, Satvik, thank you so much. I think that's the nicest thing anyone has said to me, that I look like a vampire and I look exactly the same for the last 10 years. Yes. I want to be a vampire. That would be so cool. I'll be up all late, like every night. I'm always up anyway, so like, why not? I'm always up late, and then I'm also um, so I'm a night owl. I'm really pale. So when I was in Italy, I went to Venice, and I could swear to God, I saw a vampire there, and then she was like, and I was like, "What's up? Don't eat me." you know, like crazy stuff like that. How do you send me gifts here? I don't know. How do we? I think it's right here. It says show your support for Udo's Wallace, and then the plus sign engage with your audience. What is this? Oh, start a Q&A. Okay, let's start that. Okay, now you can ask me questions, and then wait, ask me anything. All right, and then so now you can ask me stuff, but at the bottom, um, okay, at the bottom, you can see that there's like a little dollar sign. That's when you can where you can show me some love, you know. Do I miss Vine? I think Vine. I mean, it was a cool concept, but the people really sucked. Like these people treated me like crap. Like they were so bad to me. So no, I don't. I don't miss that at all. How come I look all crooked on this? Like there's something wrong with this camera. I think. Anyways, so yeah, if you want to do any kind of gifts or anything, is right here at the bottom of the chat where you put your chat in. There's like a dollar thing, and it says "Show your support," and then you press on it, and then it says "Super Chat." So I think the super chat is gonna give me something. I guess I never tried it, so you guys gotta tell me how it works. And you guys try it, you tell me, and then I'll know what to say to people exactly. um and what else, what were we talking about? Yeah, Vine. Oh god. Ew. I'm happy the people of Vine are like not relevant in my life anymore. That's all I gotta say. I blocked everyone. So no more those people who treated me bad. All of the urban Vine influencers, everyone that worked with them, everyone that collabed with them, everyone, like every single person that ever came across those people, they were all really mean to me, evil, evil people. And they're kind of like a cult. So, yeah, I'm happy it's kind of gone. And then too bad it didn't take the people with them, but it is what it is. It's like, oh well. So you guys, I've been eating so many cupcakes. I like lost 15 pounds, and then I had this diet. It was going so good. And then now I'm still the same weight. Like I lost the 15 pounds and I'm still on the same weight. But I had a whole like case of cupcakes. Those like mini cupcakes. I ate the whole thing. It was like Oreo cookies. And I ate the whole thing in like a day or two. And when you just taste a little bit and then you're like, oh wow, this is so delicious. And then you just keep going. I don't know if you guys do that, but I did that. Thank you so much, Tyler. That's sweet of you. And Satvik, what's up? Happy to see you too. So let me see. Oh, there's like more people on YouTube. Hell yeah. The dollar sign next to the chat box. Yes. Yes. If you use it, let me know how it works because I still don't know how this stuff works. I never tried it. Well, like my eyebrow. Masuyaki Kakuta. By the way, I saw anime movie on YouTube. It's called The Laws of the Sun, and oh boy, I loved it. It was amazing. You have to see it. It's free too. Watched it, and then I was like, wow, I really love that movie. It's talking about like how everything on Earth happened. These spiritual guides that came to Earth, and then how bad spirits and bad people like um, you know want to tempt good people to become bad. It's crazy. I watching it and I was like, wow, this is so good. So I watched it, and then I was like, I gotta tell everybody to watch this. It's so good. So now I'm watching another one called the Golden Laws or something like that. So the Golden Laws. So make sure you watch that one too. That one is about time travel. I was like, whoa, I would love to time travel. If you could time travel, where would you? I I would totally go back to like ancient Egypt, Hatshepsut times. I wrote a whole movie script about her, so I would love to be there to see that. That would be like the ultimate thing for me. But and then obviously I think it will be cool to like hang out with Jesus or something, So like be like, yo, what's up? Like, what can you teach me something? Like, can you imagine you try time travel? It's like, oh yeah, I was hanging out with Jesus. Like, like the movie showed that they time travel and then they met Hermes and then Aphrodite, and then I haven't seen the rest, but Moses came too. So they saw Moses and then sea and stuff. So I don't know. I'm excited to see the rest of the movie. Apparently, the same people that did that movie have done a lot of different movies, and it's like this circle of like these anime, spiritual kind of movies. They're all Japanese. It's crazy because like I love anime and I think it's so cool, but then they like completely ruin anime too. Like there's like all of the animes, the women, they make them like ginormous here and it just looks weird. Like they ruin it. They usually um they usually do like these spiritual, like the whole point of anime was like the spiritual kind of stuff, and then like corrupted that too. I don't trust the future, and I will probably instantly kick the bucket from my butt in the past, so I'm staying here. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to time travel. I think it would be cool. Time travel. If I had a superpower, it would completely be teleportation. Yeah. Teleportation would be like the most awesome superpower to ever have, I think. What do you think? Like imagine you're like I'm here in LA, right? So you're in the US and then you're like, you know what? I feel like going to Italy and having some pasta. And then you go to Italy and you just have like this amazing day there, or just even dinner, and then you just whoop, like teleport back. That would be so awesome. Like, who wouldn't like that? I would love to do that. Yeah, like the movie Jumper, but even cooler. Because I mean, the Jumper movie, they always have the bad guys, but I guess the bad guys are always everywhere. The bad guys always trying to mess up your day and ruin everything. So, uh, what else is new, right? Um, that would be cool. Like just being able to time travel, and then you can bring someone with you. Like if you just hold on to them, you're like, "Hey, want to go to Italy and have some food there?" Or you can see your friends. Like I have a lot of friends around the world. It'll be cool to go and just hang out with them and do something, and then come back. Because obviously, I don't have friends in LA like that. Like a lot of fakes and phonies. Um, do I still braces? I never had braces. I think you're thinking of someone else. These are my teeth. Ooh. From the get go. I never had braces. My mom is a dentist. I never needed them. Um, what do I think about cosplay? I think it's cool. You know, I lived in San Diego and I used to go to Comic Con. I used to work doing like promo modeling at one point at Comic Con. I dressed up and stuff. So yeah, comments invisible. I guess no, I can see comments. Or is it like the no? I think the Q&A questions are coming up here, right? Or I think the Q&As are right there. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I like cosplay. I think it's cool. Um. I will probably time travel to the future, see if driverless cars are well behaved. Yeah. It's so yesterday I was in traffic and then I'm like, "Oh, I wish I had a car that could just, start going up and then I'll just start flying." and then get rid of all of the traffic, right? And then right when I thought of that, I saw a license plate number that said 0777, right? And then I come home and I'm like, oh, what is this movie? It's called The Golden Laws, right? So I put it on, and then in the beginning of this movie, literally, like, car says, like, the car starts lifting up, right? Just like in this movie. I didn't even know it was gonna happen like that. So I come home, I put on this movie, it's the anime movie, and the car starts lifting up, and on the car it says 0777. I was like, you can't make this shit up. Like, how is that? Like, what? You know? So I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, whoa, this is trippy. I don't know, synchronicities. It's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, that's crazy, right? I'm like, what? Like, it felt like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in the Matrix. Like, what are the odds of that? Like, I literally saw it. Like, when I was in traffic, I was thinking that, and then I come and I see that. Like, if you see that movie, The Golden Laws, it's on YouTube. It's free. You can watch it for free, and it's about time travel. In the beginning, you'll see it. It's like a car that goes up. It says on top of the roof. It says like it's the license plate of the number of the car. So, um, yeah, cold weather or hot. I like hot weather. But obviously, if it's too hot, it's like, ugh. I went to Italy this summer and it was so hot. Oh my god, it was like torture. And it's humid too. So if it was hot, I think maybe dry heat is better than humid or humidity. Oh, thank you, Randy. That's very sweet of you. Okay, you guys. So I'm on YouTube and I already have 15 people here. And on TikTok, I have five. So something's up, I think, with my TikTok. So I don't know. Maybe I should just do it like this where I go live on both. But for sure, I know I'm going to start going live on YouTube more often. Don't know if I'm gonna do the TikTok. We'll see. What do you guys think on YouTube? Should I just do it on YouTube or should I do it on TikTok and YouTube? Um, okay, Bungable, tell me about your scary game recommendations because I'm gonna get this editor guy that's like he knows how to do all this, and I think he's gonna put me on to like a StreamYard or something, and I'm gonna start doing maybe like Twitch and gaming. And if I do that, I can also do gaming on YouTube. So let me know if I should do that. I don't know. You think YouTube for sure? Okay. So yeah. So basically, if that was Twitch, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. But yeah, give me recommendations because so far I only like I tried a couple games, but my favorite is Assassin's Creed Origins. I really love that game, and I like the whole Egyptian kind of vibes. It's really cool. Um, Fernando Hernandez, yeah, right. Thank you for the gifts, Mike. 777. See you again. 777. It's like always coming up. Um yeah, so basically that's what's going on. I think that I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I have this guy that's editing all videos right now for YouTube. So you're gonna start seeing a lot of me on YouTube, and it will be all kinds of edits, there will be all kinds of new content. I have a lot of podcast episodes too that I'm gonna start posting. I have stand-up material. I have like 20 minutes worth of stand-up material that I haven't posted ever, and it's like me performing at the Comedy Store, at Flappers. I don't know if you're familiar, but it's kind of like big comedy places here, and then Laugh Factory. I have, or actually, it's the Laugh Factory, or is it Comedy Store? No, it's the Comedy Store. What am I talking about? So yeah, I have all of those, and then but it was from years ago. It was way before I did the law changing stuff and all of that. So it was what, maybe in 2017 or something. I wanted to do like an hour special, um, but I did that, and then I decided I don't want to go on tour doing stand up. So I was like, I talked to Linnell, and she was telling me like, oh, that's a really lonely life. If you ever want to have a family or settle down and blah blah blah, it's gonna be so hard for you to like travel and be in all these like random cities. It's not like big cities. It's like these like rinky ditty cities that like nobody goes to. That's where they'll send you a lot. So I'm like, I'll be like in the boondocks in like some Holiday Inn on like holidays, and I don't know. I was like, I'd rather be in just one place instead of just constantly traveling and feeling lonely and stuff. Um, so that's why I decided not to do it. I wouldn't mind doing it if it was like I could control it and that I wanted to go to. But in order to do already like a big stand up fan base, and then how do you build that if you don't build the touring kind of thing? I don't know how that works, but you still got to build it up. Everything is work, everything you got to build up. So I was just not feeling it. Oh, so I didn't know that. Okay, I'm going to check out that game. Glad to see that you're doing well. Loved your vines when I was younger. Oh, thank you. Yeah, too bad I can't teleport. See, if I could teleport, that would be awesome. Like, imagine I could do stand up and teleport at the same time. That would have been perfect. So, yep, that's all I gotta say with teleportation. Yeah. Apex Legends, I've been hearing about that. But what kind of game is that? Like, isn't it hard? You can't give me hard games. Like, the Assassin's Creed Origins is already hard, and I get so competitive, and I get so pissed off if I lose. Like, I'll be like, no, like in the middle of the night. Oh, and then my thumb started peeling. It was like all numb. Like, I couldn't feel from playing so hard because I was getting like into the remote control so much, or the controller or whatever you call it. And then this finger, I had like a little spot on, and it was like, yeah, I was pressing the P2 button like too hard, and then it like left a mark on my finger, and it took like a month for it to go away. So I yeah, like now if I play, I have to check myself so I don't get too into it, because otherwise I'll like freak out, and I'll be up like like 5 6 a.m. just like playing this game. I don't know, it's so addictive though. It's like I enjoy playing, but yeah, it's really addictive. So if somebody could try the whole like the donation thing, I don't know, the gift thing on the YouTube. I just want to see how it works. So I know how this whole YouTube situation works. Um and all that good stuff. So I gotta check that out because I don't know what I'm doing here. I gotta learn, but it's the goal is to do the live streams everywhere. Um, How do you find motivation when life keeps throwing punches at you? Oh, and they've been throwing a lot of punches at me, that's for sure. Like, psh, if anybody got a lot of punches, it's been me. Like, thank you so much, Daniel Braga. So, what does R490 mean? Is that like dollars, or is it like coins, or I gotta understand what it means. So yeah, the way I've been dealing with life, how do I put this? Before I used to always deal with bad situations. So if something bad would happen to me, I would be like, you know what, I'm just gonna work really hard. And then I'll distract myself with work or other things. Um, just to not think about bad things, right? Or get depressed about it or have negative thoughts or feel down and all that. Because if you're busy all the time, then you don't think about it, right? So that's what I used to do. Uh, I used to really just get into work. And if I was busy enough, I wouldn't think so much about it. But then got to a point where I I would always do that, or I would go hang out with friends, or I would do things like I would drink and party or whatever. I was always doing something, and but it got to a point where I was like, no, you got to sit down and really look at your own life and understand why these things are happening, right? So, um, and that was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was one of the hardest things I did was to like sit back and look like, well, you had all these bad friends that did all these bad things to you, and you were so nice to them, and you had relationships that were bad, and you were nice to them, and you were genuine, and you were a good person. Why do these kind of people keep coming into your life, right? So I started looking at that, and then I realized, like, holy shit, like I have some issues, right? So so I started looking at that, and then I started understanding myself. And there's no shame in it or anything wrong. It's not like I did something wrong by trying to be a good person to bad people, or people that I did was not good for me. It's just that you don't know. Like a lot of people don't know, um, why certain things are happening, right? And so it's almost like I look at it now, like all of those bad situations happened and all of those bad people came into my life just for me to understand myself and teach me about myself, my own worth, my own value, how to love myself, how to like be a better person to myself, right? Because I think that a lot of people, they just go about life and either blame other people, blame a situation, blame other things, but at some point take accountability and see like, okay, well, why are these crazy things happening? And then the other layer of this too is that I'm very, so I believe that there's also spiritual war going on simultaneously. So let's say, for instance, you are a good person and all these bad things, but then you worked on yourself, you make the right decisions now on the right people, whatever, right? um, Also be careful because there's another layer to this, and it's the spiritual aspect. So you know if you actually watch that movie that I told you about, it's called the Laws of the Sun. It's anime, but it kind of explains like how, like, for instance, like the devil or demons or bad entities, whatever, they're gonna send bad energies, bad things to your life, right? And see how you're gonna handle it. Are you gonna take it? Are you not gonna take it? Are you gonna let this person into your life? Or you're not? And a lot of things that happen to us is because we're making the bad decisions in friends, allowing family to do certain things just because they're family. We're allowing bad relationships into our life, love, marriage, all of that, right? So um, it all comes back to you. So once you understand yourself, you understand the power of one, and see how powerful you are and how capable you are to better your life in every aspect, just making the right decisions, and not allowing the wrong people into your life, the bad energies, the bad people, negative kind of stuff, right? And a lot of this has to do with you having like a good mindset and positive mindset and not negative mindset. But obviously, you're allowed to look at things and be like, oh, yeah, that really sucked. That was a bad experience and that was negative, right? And talk about it and understand it and all of that. Because I think, too, if you're too positive, that's like toxic positivity or whatever you call it. It's not natural, it's not human. We're all supposed to go through things, and everybody goes through things. It's, nobody's immune, you know? So that's a long answer, but yeah, that's what I did to deal with bad things that happened to me. And to keep the motivation, I think once you like remove all of the bad things, all the bad people, places, and even bad food, bad like things that you're ingesting, like the alcohol, whatever, all of this stuff allows bad spirits into your life, you know? Especially alcohol. Like, I mean, it's called spirits for a reason, right? And um, yeah, so it's just, you got to kind of do a reset of your life. Once you do the reset, it gets really, you just kind of, life gets so much better, you know? Even with me, I think I was good with like not allowing bad family members and guys, for instance, come into my life. So I was really good and sharp on that. But then I noticed when I did this cause with the law changing stuff, I kind of allowed people into my life that shouldn't have been there in the first place, all because they went through the same thing as me by being like hacked and all that, right? So they went through those bad, and I was like, well, they went through it, so they understand. And I'm trying to be a bigger person with some of these people, and they're going through a lot of trauma still, and all of that kind of stuff, right? And it's not your job to save anyone. So, unfortunately, we try to save people or try to be that even guides them. If they're not ready, all they're gonna do is down with them. And as bad as it is like they don't look at it like, oh, you're helping them. So like you might be helping this person, but they look at it like, oh, I'm jealous and envious, and I want to do everything I can to destroy this person, right? So they will make up the lies or sabotage, smear campaigns, whatever they can to like get under your skin to drag you down. So you got to be careful even with friends. The friends I think is worse than anything, you know, because I think we got to a point where a lot of people are like, oh, just because people are family doesn't mean that they can treat you however and they can put you down. For instance, with friends, you're thinking the whole time that they're your friend, that they got your back, that they're gonna be like a good person because you're a good person to your friend, but your friend might not be a good person to you. Like in relationships with somebody that you love, like you might love the person, but the person might not love you. So even though you're genuine, they might not be genuine back. It's the same thing with friendships and any relationship, honestly. Like, and I think to me, like that was one of the hardest concepts because it sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Just because you're a good person doesn't mean that other people will be good. And I think one of the biggest things is if somebody hates their own life and if somebody hates themselves, they don't even love themselves, they don't even value themselves, they don't even see their own worth, whatever. They don't love themselves, they're not going to love you. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to be capable of loving someone else. So why even get into a territory like that? Like you're bound to get screwed over. Like uh did I have to evacuate because of the LA fires? No, I packed my bags and I had it ready. I never evacuated, thank God, but like it got really close. It was like really close to me. So, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this, another thing to worry about, you know? Yeah, so It's hard to set boundaries with family members, but yeah, it's worth it. Like if they're causing you a lot of drama and stuff. Um, yeah, Augustine, I don't know why you're like being mean to me. If you don't want to be respectful, just leave. I'm gonna block you otherwise. So, I have zero tolerance for people like that. So it's just to be nice and respectful or get the fuck out. That's simple. So, and Daniel Braga, I don't know how it works with that. I don't know if you told me, but I don't know. Is it coins on YouTube or what is it? I don't understand it. Um, but yeah, that was my first super on live stream on YouTube. It's crazy. Shadow's neighbor. I'm gonna try all these video games too, so you guys can tell me which ones are good. Thank you, Randy. I'm gonna check here. Oh, 10 people on here. Wow. 10 people here and 5 people on TikTok. It's crazy. So the craziest part is that I have to start all over again with all of my social media platforms. And I talked about this before, but I have the whole explanation on my TikTok. So if you want to read it or like not read it, if you want to see the video, go to my TikTok. And it's one of the longer videos. Oh, on YouTube is actual money. And it's the currency of the country the person is donating from. That's good to know. Well, that's a lot better. Why don't TikTok do it like that? They just make it so complicated. Like, what the hell is what is it, crystals or whatever? Then maybe that's on Snapchat. I don't know. It's so confusing. It's like they make every reason not to like give you what you're supposed to get. Like it just like somebody, let's say somebody gives you something, then why not just give them what they're saying they're gonna give? Like, why make it so hard? And then why do they have to get a cut of that? Like, so annoying. Am I excited for GTA? I haven't tried it yet. I have to try GTA. I haven't tried it yet. Something I have to try. Ah, boy. So, Satvik, where are you from? Are you here in the US or are you in another country? Star Wars, I want to try that. And the Force Unleashed and the Star Wars, the Force Unleashed. So wait, the Force Unleashed is Star Wars, right? Oh, you're in Texas? Cool. Yeah, and I'm gonna try GTA. Is that like a driving game or something? Like, sounds like one of those driving kind of games. Do they have like a zombie game? I got the zombie game, but it's like these little funny figurines. Like I think it's zombies versus plants. It's funny, but if you play 2 people on there, why they make it so hard? It's like almost impossible to get the other side. So like if you're a zombie and then you're going against the plants, I want to do it where you just like you're able to win it. I don't know. I want to be able to win that one. At least with what is it called? The Assassin's Creed. It's like you're capable of winning it, right? So um, or like getting to the next level. But even on Assassin's Creed, oh my God, they have those Roman soldiers, and they were so hard because they have all the armors and stuff. Oh, what a headache. But yeah, if you guys saw me game, I'm like literally screaming on top of my lungs, and then I'm pressing the controller thing till my finger starts like hurting really bad, and I get so angry if I don't make it. Like, oh boy, I don't know how people do it. It's like it's funny though if you watch me, you probably be laughing, especially because I don't even know how to use the controller. So I'm like walking into the walls, running over people. It's so bad. Oh, it's so funny. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, it's a mess. Hey, Caleb, what's up? What's up? What's going on? I'm gonna go on Snapchat too, I think. Um, you know, I'll probably go on Snapchat and do some content on there. If you're not on Snapchat, make sure you add me on there because I'm on there every single day and I post like almost 40 times a day there. Then I post on Spotlight and then I post to public or profile stories. Like within Snapchat, I post on three different like app things on there, right? And it's crazy. Like they have three sections that you have to post on there. All right, see you later, Fernando. Thanks for coming. Had some good food today. Yeah, I had like five cupcakes. You could tell by my cheeks; they got like a little rounder. Have I ever visited Chicago? No, I want to go. I want to go to Chicago. I've never been. I want to go to Chicago. There's a lot of places I haven't been in the U.S. still. It's like I've been to some, but then I haven't been to like a lot of the cities. Like in Texas, for instance, I only been to San Antonio, and there wasn't anything there really, to be honest with you. But even San Antonio, I didn't even have time to go to the main place, which is that like boardwalk thing. I didn't go there. I didn't see that. Where did I live in Canada? In Vancouver. I lived in Vancouver, Canada for a year, and oh boy, I loved it. Like, I love Vancouver. It's so cool there. I miss it so much. And Whistler, like that whole drive to Whistler is like amazing. Um, but obviously it rains a lot. But like other than the rain, it was so cool. And even for acting, it was amazing. Like I would go on casting calls there, and I would either book it or get a call back. I would do anything for like just like 1 second of fame. Um, and it's crazy. Do you practice meditation? Yes, I do. I love meditating. I love meditating. I wish I had more time to always meditate, but even even if you don't have time to meditate, like I see certain things as like a form of meditation, like if I take a shower, to me that's like meditation, um, or like drinking tea. um, but I love going to the beach and meditating there. Like I go to the beach and I sit down and then I just meditate. I have this song that I meditate to all the time. It's like these monks singing. I think they call that Gregorian chant. If you ever look it up, Gregorian chant. It's like you meditate to that shit, you feel so good after. You're like, oh wow, my mind is clear. I know exactly what to do. You know. Ain't Ryan Reynolds in Vancouver? I don't know. I don't know if he's there. Maybe. I mean, a lot of people go to Vancouver and shoot movies there or TV shows because it's a lot cheaper and it looks like the U.S. So yeah. So yeah, this is what I meant. Like I'm on TikTok now and on YouTube. So if I'm on one, it's like one is gonna fall off and then the other one is not. So I don't know if everybody from TikTok went to YouTube. Um, Maybe try that, you guys. Go to my YouTube. It's at Uldouz, and if you're there, it might. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Do I still have Charlie? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I miss Charlie so much. I miss Charlie. Charlie's my baby. I saw a dog today and it reminded me so much of Charlie and it made me so sad. That's my baby Charlie. Yeah, I miss it so much. Um, yeah, Vancouver is a rainy city. Oh, San Antonio sucks outside the boardwalk. Yeah, well, I can see why. Yeah, it's like not at all. Um, what I thought, I guess. And then when I went to, they didn't. They had some kind of outage of gasoline or something. So yeah, it wasn't a great place. Or I didn't really see much of it, to be honest with you. But I heard Dallas is nice in Texas or Houston. I guess I never been there either. Um, what's your ethnicity and where are your parents from? So I'm originally Iranian, so I'm Persian. I grew up in Sweden. So I speak Farsi and I speak Swedish. So I speak both languages and English. I speak English. Right. Um, Dallas is too cold. Yeah, I can see that. See, I was thinking about maybe moving to Texas, but it's gonna be so cold there. I'm away from Sweden to not be in the cold. So if I um, went somewhere, I want it to be hot and I want to be by a beach and have some palm trees, you know? So it would be too hard for me to go somewhere that is like cold. I've been here so long, like it's cold here in LA right now, and I'm complaining about that. Like I was talking about how I should wear two pairs of socks and like gloves, and it's like not even that cold here right now, and I'm like, oh, it's freezing, you know. Jose M. Perez, thank you so much for the gifts. Make sure you go and follow me on YouTube too. I'm gonna start doing lives on my YouTube instead, I think. So you should go and check it out. Yeah. And you know what? I think that if I do a live on YouTube, I can upload it to YouTube after. Can I or no? What do you think? Um, I think I can, but I think maybe when I ended this could probably upload it to it. But that would be good, right? Did I lose my privacy when you made it? Oh, you mean with the hack? Yeah, I lost everything. It was awful, you know? And I'm still dealing with it. I'm still like I lost so much. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like the YouTube companies I was signed to, and these are big YouTube companies, by the way. The MCMs, like they were like, "Oh, we're gonna take 10%, but we're gonna help you take this stuff down of you. We're gonna you blah blah blah." They ended up stealing all my money. Like, and that was like the golden age of YouTube when everybody was making like shit ton of money off of YouTube, right? I was going viral like crazy, and like all of the monetization stuff was like top dollars. So I was going viral like crazy. And guess how much these people would give me? A check that was only $200. And I had like millions and millions and millions of views, not just on YouTube, but even my Vine earnings, because people would take the Vine videos or Instagram videos and put it on YouTube. They would put it in compilations. They stole all my money. They stole everything. They didn't even take the stuff down on me like they promised. All bullshit. And apparently, I'm not even the only one. Apparently, they've been doing it to other people too. I had no idea. I thought I was the only one because, you know, I'm a woman and, you know, they see me and they're like, ha ha ha, let's get over on her, you know. But no, they were doing it to a lot of people. I just didn't know they were doing that to other people, you know. So it's unfortunate. So it's kind of like I have to start all over again, even though I've been on here like for 15 years, slaving away for social media. But like, um, it's good though because it's kind of like I get to reinvent myself and start again. And if I did it once, I could do it again, right? And like some of the platforms I'm going viral on, and then you know something will happen, it will go back down again, and then I come back again. It's like a lot of building up. Like you gotta build everything up from scratch again, you know. So yeah. Um, yeah, we could be friends. Uh, TVC Myers. We're friends. Everybody's friends here. Um, have I watched Andy Milonaro or Tourette's Guy? No, I haven't seen it. Good. Um, yeah, you were scrolling. You found me. So wait, did I show up for you? Like that means I'm not on a list. Well, I kind of knew that anyways, but like I was put on a list that's like shadow ban and everything for me. So thank God I'm back. Um, yeah, I'm my biggest platform is Instagram, but like I'm on every platform. I have a pretty much a lot of followers on each. Um, but probably my weakest platforms are like YouTube and TikTok. But on YouTube, I was going so viral before, so this makes no sense. I should be coming up like everywhere, but it's like I have to be big. Sammy Heidi, what's up? Yeah, you haven't seen me in ages. Yeah, well, it makes sense. you know, I made a whole video about it on TikTok. You guys can watch it about what happened. It's pretty interesting. I might post that video actually on YouTube, so it's not a bad idea. Um, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna accept it. Who knows? Um, is my IG content still comedy? Yes, it is. I did do some serious stuff because I was doing the law changing stuff. But right now I'm doing like comedy like back in the day. And then I'm also rolling out a lot of comedy sketches on YouTube. And not just that, but even like me trying new things, right? Like kind of like when I did the stuff back in the day. I'm trying new things. I might even upload my Snapchat stories like before on YouTube too. That might be another thing. So I'm gonna be posting a lot of content on YouTube. So that's why I'm telling you guys, like, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube and tell everyone I'm back because it's not like I fell off. Like, I was always here, but I was put on a list that shadow banned me everywhere, basically. So I'm back now. Um, and yeah, Kenny, what's up? Thank you, Professor T. Yeah, so I have those same kind of videos now. It's just that they're on Instagram or TikTok. And then I started putting them on shorts here. So, like, make sure you check out my shorts and engage in them so they can keep showing up on your feed. Or I think it's like a notification button too that you can probably press on or something, you know? Moroccan Persian couple, yeah. I never been to Morocco. I was supposed to go to Morocco when what's that rapper guy? He invited like all of these influencers, but I'm so happy I didn't go because all those urban vine influencers went and they were so mean to me. So if I would have went, they would have made my life hell there. So thank God. Um, So Snapchat, I went viral like crazy on there. So I'm supposed to be monetized, but they still haven't done it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's like always something with these platforms. At least YouTube, you hit some kind of criteria and you get it. They should do the same thing with Snapchat. But unfortunately, on Snapchat, as far as it's been, it needs to go through somebody. And if that person some kind of incentive or they don't like you, whatever is the situation, you might not get approved. So it's not the same rules for everyone, even though you work hard and you're following all the rules, it doesn't work like that. But who knows, maybe I think they're rolling out a new program, so supposedly it's not supposed to be like that, but we'll see. I think there's only like 20 people working for Snapchat, so we'll see what's gonna happen on Snapchat. um, yeah, it's probably like more like an inner circle type of platform. Yeah, David Dobrik. Yep. A lot of shady business everywhere. you know? We need like a clean slate with all of these platforms. Somebody needs to come and clean everything up. Uh, I'm the only child, yes. I don't have any siblings. Only child. Good job, Randy. You always gotta help people. Yeah, I want to go to Morocco too. I never been. I've been to Tunisia, I've been to Egypt, but I've never been to Morocco. Thank you so much, Dan. Yeah, it's been a crazy ride. I feel like I don't know if you guys feel like that, but I feel like things have been like a million times harder for me every step of the way. Like, oh, and everybody thinks I have it so easy. Miguel Ibarra, thank you so much. Good to see you here. I like everybody thinks I have it so easy that I'm like, I think I make it look easy and I don't look like I went through what I went through. So people are like, oh, she has like this amazing life, blah, blah, blah. And I'm over here like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I just want to be taken care of and take naps and eat cupcakes every day. But, you know, I mean, oh God, like, and then the thing is, if I really wanted to have an easy life, like I could have easily just married a rich guy and just done it. But I like working. I like creating stuff myself and like, you know, I never been that type, But I think I am kind of the type now. I'm so over it. I don't want to be independent anymore. I'm tired, But like I want to still be able to do what I enjoy doing and working and doing what I like. Like I love doing comedy stuff. I like creating. I like doing some kind of art, some kind of art forms, like whether it's comedy or actual art, Um, yeah, and like Dan, exactly. Everybody thinks I got it so easy, and like everything's been so hard. And people don't understand it. Like even back in the day, I was hacked. I was going through all of these bad things, right? And people like I even had guys creating videos about me, like talking about how easy I got it because I was deals. Some of these brands weren't even like it wasn't even all that. Like they were tripping out about me so jealous, so envious. And these were guys, Like, I don't even know why some of these guys were comparing themselves to me. Like, you're a dude. Like, I'm a girl. Like, And I was going through the worst time, and they were creating all these hate videos and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, what? Like, sitting there. Like, I had to move places because my address got leaked. And then my, like my whole life was upside down, right? So I was going through all of these horrible things. And on top of that, everybody was bullying me and like harassing me, gang stalking me, targeting me. They were reaching out to brands, telling them not to work, all of this crazy stuff, right? And I was just quiet, like putting my head down, working, 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 and creating more videos. And you know, um, basically just burying myself with more work, right? Because that's how I dealt with stuff back then, right? So I was doing all that, but yeah, everybody always thinks it's a nonprofits. Like, I mean, the politics are actually way nicer than the nonprofits. The nonprofits is like a whole nother level of evil. You thought that urban vine influencers were bad. The nonprofits is like the worst, And I mean, I didn't even know because I've never been in that kind of field. I had no idea, So yeah, so like I got into the nonprofit world and realizing, oh my God, these are like really bad people, right? So then people think that I have it easy with the law changing stuff now. Like motherfucker, if it was easy, everybody would do all this stuff, right? But for some reason, it's been extra hard for me because I don't work in teams. I do everything by myself, and all of those urban vine influencers, for instance, they recruited like 40, 50 people to go against me and just bully me, harass me, and all that stuff, right? um, but like I was by myself the whole time, just standing strong on my own. I didn't need a team of people. I didn't need people. Like I just minding my own business, keeping to myself, like whatever, right? Same thing with the nonprofits. Like, why do you need to recruit people? Then you're weak, you know? Like, if you need to recruit people to make yourself believable about hating someone that's done nothing to you, but except for being just good, then there's something wrong there. So I think that like once you're good on your own, you don't need anyone. You're just solid. You're solid on your own. The power of one. That's why they say that. So I feel like we all got that. We all got that power within ourselves to like become extremely powerful on when we don't need people, we don't need anything, we don't need anything to like we don't need that acceptance from anyone. We don't need anything. We just got ourselves. We're solid, right? But a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like when you're on your own and you don't need anybody. They see that as a threat and they don't like it. They want to destroy it. So, like, a lot of times I'm like, oh, why is everything so much harder for me? Um, but I think it's a lot because I am on my own and I'm strong I don't need to work in teams. I don't need to bring anybody down. I don't need to hate on anyone. I don't need to do anything except for just focusing on myself and just bettering my own life. So yeah, I can do both. I can find a great man that can provide for me and give you more mental freedom. Yeah, I mean that's true. And that's the thing. Like I know I can find a great man. I don't go anywhere. Like I don't do dating apps. I don't go anywhere. Like I don't know how this guy is supposed to just fall into my lap, but I wish it would happen like that. That would be so perfect. Like if I just sitting here and then they would just fall from the sky. Like I don't have to go through the dating phase. I don't have to do anything. That would be perfect. Because honestly, like the whole dating phase, and then you have to talk about things, and they're lying, you're lying, everybody's lying, and everybody's just trying to pretend like they're this awesome person because everybody's putting their like good foot forward, right? But let's say you go on a date and you're like, just straight up honest. I mean, let's face it, a lot of people don't want that. I don't know why they don't want that, but uh, like for instance, let's say if you're a guy and you're like, yeah, the reason why my last relationship didn't work is because I cheated on her. I mean, she's gonna get up and leave, right? I would think, right? Or like the girl is like, yeah, the reason why my last relationship didn't work is because he cheated on me, and then I got crazy, and then he's gonna be like, oh, she's the crazy type, so I can't cheat, or like I'm gonna cheat anyways, and I'm gonna deal with her being crazy. I don't know, like you get what I'm saying. It's just like a funny uh, concept, but that would be a funny comedy video in itself, right? Just like the whole dating BS. Like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of dating. It's like either you're with someone or you're not. Like, why are you keeping all these options open for what? And everybody thinks they can get better and better and better. Like, just sit down and just enjoy like life, and that's that. Like, don't make it so hard. Um, Yeah, Dan, exactly. Like I can't deal with someone that's just like superficial or on a they're on that hookup culture kind of thing. And I think everything is hookup culture now. I feel like the women are on it, the men are on it, everybody's on it. The women are all about what can they get out of it materialistically and just hooking up with whoever, dating a bunch of different guys, and then the men are all about like just hooking up. That's it. And then this whole 50-50, and the girls are like, oh no, 50-50, and then the guys are, oh, I want a 50-50. No, just everybody needs to fucking chill. We need a like a big reset, you know. What other platform am I on? I'm on YouTube too at the same time. So you go and subscribe to my YouTube too, because I'm gonna start doing lives there too. So yeah. Um yeah, fine. Um yeah, and see, like, I think guys too, if they did have a girl that's like honest and trustworthy, would they really appreciate it in this day and age? Like, everything is like fast. Like, what is the next hit? Like, so I think social media and all these platforms, the dating apps, I feel like they've ruined a lot. Like, and that's the thing, I don't even do those. Like, so I like the old school stuff. You go to a store, you go somewhere, you run into someone, you start talking, and like all of that kind of stuff, right? And yes, situationships, I can't do any of that. Like, I am just like, I need solid people, whether it's men or friends or work. Like, everything needs to be solid shit, or no, like, we can't go there at all, Thank you so much for the gift, people, and like nothing else. Even with work stuff, like now I had to do everything really, like, if they're not paying a certain type of fee to talk, like, we can't even get on the phone or whatever. And I had to do it like that because I will have people trying to get free marketing advice from me. It's like everybody's reaching out to me and being like, I wanted to pick your brain, I want to get this advice, and then they get everything and they just end up stabbing me in the back and after they got it. Well, why would I want to help you if you're not going to be nice to me anyways? And then I'm giving you like over 15 years of experience of work that I've done, which I should be getting paid for. So I started doing like that because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and have people just use me like that. So no, yeah, no more hookup. Hookup culture sucks. And even like just the idea of it, it's gross if you think about it. Like all of these germs and bacterias, like you're gonna go and hook up with some people and you don't know where the hell they've been, what they've been doing, what kind of bugs are on their beds. Like, ew, gross. It sounds funny, but it's like gross. Like, why would you want to be with someone that's hooking up with all these random people? And like, what if they're not clean? Like, I don't know, gross. Like, I had people that like for a certain time, like around COVID times, I had like these people that would come and clean. And one saw like one bug, like I don't even know what it was, but some kind of bug came in and I start freaking out. Like I had to clean my place so bad, and then I sprayed it like crazy. But ever since then, I didn't even have them coming because I'm like, you invite people over, you don't know these motherfuckers, you don't know who they are, how clean people are, what they're doing. Like, and that's like not even hooking up with them. Imagine if you're hooking up with a guy, you're just dating and you're inviting them over, whatever, right? Like, what if the guy or the girl is like some kind of hoarder? Have you seen those hoarder shows? I know I'm like crazy for thinking about this, but I don't know if you guys ever think about it. Like, I watch all these like shows on YouTube. And that's a whole nother story, by the way. It helps me relax. Like, I like seeing by somebody took care of that mess, know, or power washing videos, or like seeing houses get flipped. Like, you see this big bad house and then somebody flipped it and fixed it. Um, and I like watching that. But like, for instance, I've been watching these like YouTube videos, and There's this woman in New York, and she goes and cleans these apartments. And there's a lot of I've been watching and trying to figure out like who lives there, because like you can find out what kind of person lives there based on their products and like hair products and what they eat, and like I don't know, you can just kind of figure it out, right? So I started watching this, and some of these people, they have kids, some of them like, you know, they're like on the show and they have a boyfriend, and the boyfriend don't want to like move in with them because they have this mess or whatever, right? And I'm like, this person has time for a boyfriend, but they have like cockroaches all over the place and like all kinds of bugs, and there's like larvas, and I don't know. It's just so disgusting. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with people? Like, so then imagine this. You go on a date with somebody like that, and you know, you giving them even just a hug, and now the bugs are jumping over your clothes, and then you come home, now you have those nasty bugs in your place. Like, is there like some kind of disease like that? I think I'm a little hypochondriac or something. I might be like a hypochondriac, but like it's gross. Like, admit it, right? It's like you guys don't think about stuff like that, or is it just me? Like, yeah, or like all those germs, like, so to me it's really hard. Like, if you're gonna date someone, like, are they really clean? Like, and I try to not think about stuff like that. I go out with people. Obviously, I don't. But then, like, after the fact, I kind of do think about stuff like that. Like, are they clean? Like, what kind of stuff? And sometimes, like, let's say, even if you go to somebody's place and then you go to the bathroom, and then the bathroom have all those lines from them going like number two, like, what the hell is that? Um, and you can tell a lot from going to somebody's bathroom. Like, how can they even look at that? Like, how can you go and like just like not try to fix? And I've seen women like that too. Like, women do it all the time. I don't know. It's gross. So I don't know. I like to clean. So um, I like to dust stuff. I like to clean stuff. I mean, you don't have to be like perfect. I'm not expecting that, but like, there's a lot of dirty motherfuckers. Like, and then they're like really dirty, and they have bugs in their place. Like, you know. Um, so how do you date if you're like a little bit of a hypochondriac? It's not that I'm a hypochondriac, but I just like, yeah, I'm just so leery of everyone now. Like, I think because of everything I went through, and then I think like COVID happened, and then even like, I'm not really worried about the COVID, but it's more like now I started watching all these videos about like people keeping their houses clean and stuff, and they're not really clean, stuff like that. I don't know if it's making sense. Um, but yeah, it's just nasty. Careful with people. But I've been here for a long time now. I should get off, and I'm gonna go to Snapchat now. So make sure you go and add me on Snapchat. It's Snap Udos, and then I'll be back tomorrow again on YouTube and on TikTok, because I think it worked like this. I never tried it. It's my first time, but I want to come back and do it again tomorrow. You know. I am not inactive on socials. I'm on every platform and I post every single day. I'm not shadow banned anymore. So you should be able to see me. If not, make sure you go and like everything on all of my platforms so that it could show up, turn on the notifications and everything. Because I was on a list that shadow banned me from everywhere. These people paid someone to put me on this list, but now I'm not on there anymore. So I should be showing up, but I have to still rebuild myself into algorithm. Because back in the day, I used to just post and then it would just boom go everywhere like instantly. But now I have to rebuild it, like kind of like I'm building from scratch. So make sure you go and like and comment and everything everywhere. So it's at Uldouz on all the platforms except for Snapchat, which is Snap Uldouz. So, anyways, thank you so much, you guys, and I talk to you mañana. Okay, bye.